When a woman chooses to open her heart to the world, she is giving a sacred piece of herself. But understand this, not every person deserves to see that vulnerable, unguarded side in life. There are truths that must remain private, especially when it comes to your emotional depths. Emotional vulnerability is a gift, a power, a reflection of your soul. Yet it is also delicate, fragile, and capable of being misused if shared with the wrong person. Many women feel that sharing their fears, insecurities, past heartbreaks, and private pains with a man will create intimacy, trust, or understanding. They believe that by revealing their vulnerabilities, they are building a bridge toward connection. But often this can backfire. Some men may not have the maturity or the emotional intelligence to respect this sacred trust. Instead of nurturing your vulnerability, they may use it against you, manipulate your feelings, or undervalue your strength. Your emotions are your compass. They guide your decisions, your boundaries, and your sense of self. When you share them carelessly, you risk letting someone steer your life using your fears and insecurities. Therefore, it is essential to protect your inner emotional world. Keep your deepest fears and insecurities private. Share them only with those who have demonstrated unwavering respect, integrity, and understanding over time. These are not lessons in mistrust. They are lessons in discernment. Think about it. Every emotion you carry is a piece of your energy. When you freely release it to someone unworthy, you lose power, focus, and clarity. Your emotional energy is sacred. It must be treated with reverence. By keeping certain aspects of your emotional life private, you ensure that you remain in control of your own heart, your own happiness, and your own self-worth. Furthermore, learning to manage and process your emotions internally builds resilience. When you face your fears and insecurities alone first, you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling challenges in life. A man should complement your life, not be the gatekeeper of your emotional stability. By maintaining this privacy, you protect yourself from unnecessary pain, misunderstandings, and disappointment. Many women underestimate the power of emotional discretion. They believe that transparency at all costs will deepen love or connection. But in reality, wisdom often lies in restraint. Sharing the right information with the right person at the right time is the ultimate act of self-respect. Your emotions are not a public service. They are private treasures that shape your life. Remember, emotional vulnerability is not weakness, it is strength, and strength must be protected. Never allow anyone to weaponize your pain, to judge your fears, or to diminish your experiences. You are not obligated to unload your emotional burdens on someone simply because he is present in your life. Your feelings are yours, and you alone have the right to decide when, how, and with whom to share them. Let this truth guide you. A man's respect for you is measured not by how much he knows about your pain, but by how he honors your boundaries and your privacy. By keeping your emotional vulnerabilities private, you create a sacred space within yourself that cannot be violated. You cultivate strength, dignity, and inner peace. You protect your energy, your heart, and ultimately your destiny. In a world where emotions are often exploited, the power of privacy is revolutionary. It is a shield that safeguards your soul from harm, a key to maintaining your integrity, and a cornerstone of self-respect. As you move through life, remember, some things are too sacred to share, some truths too fragile to expose. Protect them, cherish them, and let them remain your secret strength. Money is not just numbers, it is energy, power, and freedom. For a woman, understanding the sacred role of financial independence is not optional, it is essential. In life, financial stability gives you the ability to make choices freely, to move with dignity, and to protect yourself from circumstances that may compromise your well-being. Yet, many women underestimate the importance of keeping their financial matters private, especially when it comes to men. When you reveal all your financial details, your earnings, savings, investments, or debts, you are handing over more than information. You are handing over a part of your autonomy. Your financial life is a reflection of your discipline, intelligence, and foresight. By sharing it openly without discernment, you risk losing control, influence, and even respect. Some men may see this knowledge not as empowerment, but as an opportunity to manipulate, exploit, or take advantage of you. Financial independence is a form of power, and power must be protected. It is one of the pillars of a strong, self-reliant woman. When you maintain discretion about your finances, you are signaling that you respect yourself and your life choices. You are not asking for permission or validation. You are living according to your own principles. A man should admire this strength. He should not be the one to determine your worth or security. Many women believe that revealing their financial situation will create trust or intimacy. They think, if he knows what I earn, he will understand me better. But consider this carefully. True intimacy is built on values, respect, and emotional alignment, not on bank statements or investment accounts. Financial transparency too soon can create a dynamic of dependency or expectation that may undermine your autonomy. Trust and respect flourish when boundaries are honored, not when every secret is revealed. Keeping your finances private also fosters wisdom and discipline. It allows you to manage your money strategically, to plan for the future, and to maintain your self-sufficiency. When a woman is financially independent and discreet, she is free to make choices without pressure, manipulation, or undue influence. This freedom is liberating, and it is essential for living a life of integrity. Consider this: life is unpredictable. Circumstances change. People change. By keeping your financial matters private, you protect yourself from being vulnerable to someone else's changing desires or intentions. You maintain control over your resources, and with that, control over your life. Discretion about money is not about secrecy for the sake of hiding. It is about preserving your power and independence. A woman's financial privacy also allows her to build confidence. When you manage your finances wisely, without external interference, you develop clarity, strength, and a sense of mastery over your life. You learn to make informed decisions, to invest in yourself, and to prepare for the unknown. These skills cannot flourish if you expose your financial world prematurely. Your money, like your energy, is sacred. It fuels your dreams, your safety, and your future. Treat it with reverence. Moreover, financial secrecy can protect you emotionally. When a man knows too much about your finances, he may begin to tie his affection or approval to your money. He may see you as a resource, a benefactor, or a means to an end, rather than valuing your character, your intellect, and your soul. By keeping your financial life private, you ensure that relationships are built on genuine connection, not material influence. Let me emphasize this. A woman who is financially independent and discreet is magnetic. She radiates confidence, self-respect, and strength. She is not defined by a man's approval, and she does not depend on external validation for her choices. Instead, she becomes the architect of her destiny, making decisions that align with her values, her dreams, and her purpose. Financial independence combined with discretion is one of the most empowering tools a woman can possess. Some women think that sharing everything about their finances is a sign of honesty, transparency, or trustworthiness, but true honesty is not about revealing every detail to everyone. It is about maintaining integrity, honoring boundaries, and acting with wisdom. Knowing what to share, when to share it, and with whom to share it is the real art of financial mastery. A man who truly respects you will honor your privacy and celebrate your independence without demanding access to it. There's also a spiritual dimension to financial discretion. Money carries energy, intention, and power. When you reveal all your financial details carelessly, you may unknowingly transfer that energy to others, diluting your focus and personal strength. When you guard your financial world, you maintain the purity of your energy, your autonomy, and your ability to manifest abundance in ways that align with your purpose. Financial independence is also freedom from fear. When a woman has her own resources and keeps them private, She is free from coercion, manipulation, or pressure. She can leave situations that do not serve her, pursue opportunities without compromise, and support herself and others without obligation. Privacy in finances ensures that your life decisions are based on values, not on survival or dependency. To live with true freedom, a woman must embrace the discipline of financial discretion. Do not share the size of your savings, your investment portfolio, or your monthly income casually. Keep your plans, strategies, and financial goals to yourself. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Let your financial independence shine through the life you live, not the numbers you disclose. In conclusion, keeping your financial matters private is not about secrecy. It is about sovereignty. It is about respecting your energy, your choices, and your power. It is about creating a life where you are the architect of your destiny, not a spectator in your own story. Every woman who practices financial discretion empowers herself, protects her soul, and elevates her life to a higher level of freedom and integrity. Remember this: money shared prematurely can weaken your power, but money managed wisely and privately strengthens your life, your freedom, and your spirit. Guard it with wisdom, protect it with discipline, and never ever allow anyone to use your finances as a measure of your worth or a lever of control. A woman's past is hers alone. It is a collection of experiences, lessons, and growth that have shaped her into the person she is today. Yet, not every part of that past needs to be shared with a man in her present life. Your previous relationships, your intimate experiences, the heartbreaks, mistakes, and joys you have endured, all of these are sacred elements of your journey. They are part of your story. But they are not bargaining chips, nor are they tools for validation. Many women make the mistake of believing that by revealing their past, they are building trust. They feel that transparency about former partners or past romantic experiences will deepen intimacy. But consider this carefully. A man does not need the blueprint of your past to appreciate your present. In fact, sharing intimate details too soon can shift the focus from who you are now to who you used to be. It may provoke unnecessary comparisons, insecurities, or judgments that can harm the foundation of a new relationship. Your past relationships taught you lessons. They guided you towards self-awareness, resilience, and emotional growth. But these lessons are for you first, not for anyone else to analyze or judge. By keeping your romantic history private, you maintain dignity, self-respect, and control over your narrative. You decide what is shared, when it is shared, and why it is shared. You are the guardian of your story, not its subject to debate or critique. Some women think that revealing every detail about past relationships is a way to avoid misunderstandings in the present. They believe if he knows everything, there will be no secrets, no surprises. But intimacy does not require full disclosure of past experiences. True intimacy is built on trust, respect, and understanding of each other in the present moment. The details of your past may create unnecessary comparisons, jealousy, or doubt, even if your intentions are honest. Keeping your intimate history private is also a form of self-care. Your body, your experiences, and your choices are sacred. They are part of your energy, your identity, and your personal evolution. Sharing them too freely can give others power over your emotions, your confidence, and your self-image. You do not owe anyone access to the intimate chapters of your life. They are yours to cherish and honor. Consider the nature of judgment. Not every person has the emotional maturity to understand or respect your past. Some men may hold your previous relationships against you, consciously or unconsciously. They may create unnecessary conflicts, insecurities, or doubts that destabilize a healthy connection. By keeping your past private, you protect yourself from such dynamics. You are not hiding your story. You are preserving your peace. Your past relationships also include your intimate experiences. These are deeply personal, profoundly vulnerable parts of your being. They are not for public discussion, nor should they be tools for comparison or validation. When a woman keeps her intimate history private, she honors her body, her energy, and her self-worth. She ensures that intimacy in the present is sacred, consensual, and grounded in mutual respect rather than past shadows. Discretion about your past also strengthens your presence. A woman who does not dwell on previous relationships, who does not volunteer unnecessary details about intimacy, carries herself with confidence, poise, and dignity. She radiates strength because she understands that her value is not determined by her past. She embodies maturity, wisdom, and emotional stability. A man who truly respects her will never demand her history. He will honor her journey and focus on building a future together. Think of your past as a teacher, not a gift to be unpacked for others. The lessons it provides, growth, resilience, awareness, remain with you, shaping your decisions and your choices. You do not need validation from anyone about what you have endured. Your story is your strength. It is a treasure that cannot be diminished by judgment or curiosity. Sharing it indiscriminately risks reducing that treasure to something ordinary, even trivial. Moreover, privacy about your past fosters emotional freedom. You are not bound by expectations, assumptions, or comparisons. You can step fully into your present relationship with clarity and confidence. You can engage with your partner as a whole, autonomous person, rather than as a sum of past experiences that may be misunderstood or misused. Your history informs you, but it does not define you in someone else's eyes. There is also a spiritual aspect to keeping your intimate history private. Your past energy, experiences, and emotions are part of your life force. Sharing them carelessly may disperse that energy, reducing your capacity to engage fully in the present. When you protect this sacred information, you conserve your energy, focus your intentions, and honor the sanctity of your personal growth. Let this truth guide you. Your past is a foundation for your wisdom, not a performance for approval. A man worthy of your trust will respect your boundaries, appreciate your present, and never demand full access to what belongs solely to you. You do not need to justify your journey, explain your choices, or reveal intimate memories for love, acceptance, or validation. You are complete as you are. Finally, keeping your past private is an act of empowerment. It is a declaration that you are in control of your story, your body, and your life. It communicates confidence, self-respect, and inner strength. It ensures that your relationships are based on the present moment, built on genuine connection rather than shadows of the past. A woman who honors this principle protects herself, preserves her dignity, and creates the conditions for authentic, enduring love. Life is a journey of both triumphs and challenges. Every woman experiences moments of struggle, be it emotional, physical, or mental. These personal battles shape her resilience, wisdom, and strength. Yet, not every struggle or health challenge should be shared openly, especially with men who may not fully understand or respect them. There is profound power in discretion, in keeping certain aspects of your personal life private. Many women believe that sharing every hardship will foster empathy or connection. They think, if he knows my pain, he will support me, care for me, and love me more. While this may sometimes be true, it is often not the case. Not every person has the emotional intelligence to hold your struggles with care. Some may dismiss, belittle, or exploit your vulnerabilities, your personal battles, your health concerns, your deepest worries. These are sacred parts of your life, and they deserve to be treated as such. Your struggles are not a burden to be carried by others. They are opportunities for growth, self-awareness, and self-mastery. By keeping them private, you honor your strengths and preserve your energy. Sharing them too freely can drain your power, leaving you dependent on external validation or sympathy. A woman who maintains discretion about her struggles demonstrates inner strength, maturity, and emotional stability. Think carefully about your health, both physical and mental. Issues related to chronic illness, mental health, hormonal changes, or personal vulnerabilities are deeply private. Sharing these details too openly can lead to judgment, misunderstanding, or even manipulation. Some men may use this knowledge to control, pity, or diminish you, intentionally or unintentionally. Your health is sacred. It belongs to you first. Protect it, nurture it, and share it only with those who have earned your trust through consistent respect and understanding. Privacy about personal struggles also cultivates resilience. When you face challenges internally first, without seeking constant external support, you build strength and self-reliance. You learn to navigate life with clarity and composure, without being dependent on someone else's reactions. This independence empowers you to choose carefully when and with whom to share your vulnerabilities. Discretion is not avoidance. It is a conscious act of self-preservation and growth. Consider the emotional dynamics at play. When personal struggles are shared too soon, they can shift the balance of a relationship. The focus may move from genuine connection to caretaking, pity, or judgment. This creates imbalance and may invite expectations or assumptions that are not in alignment with your values. By keeping your struggles private, you maintain equilibrium, ensuring that your relationships are based on respect, shared values, and mutual support rather than on sympathy or obligation. Health issues are particularly sensitive. They affect not only your body, but also your emotional energy, confidence, and self-perception. A woman who keeps her health matters private preserves her autonomy and dignity. She avoids unsolicited advice, judgment, or interference. She creates space to manage her health with integrity, making decisions that serve her well-being rather than trying to satisfy external expectations. Your body is your temple. Protect it, honor it, share its struggles only when it is safe, necessary, and empowering to do so. Moreover, personal struggles and health challenges often carry energy. When shared indiscriminately, this energy may be absorbed by others in ways that drain or misdirect your focus. By keeping these matters private, you conserve your vitality, maintain clarity of purpose, and protect your mental and emotional energy. Discretion is not weakness, it is strategic strength. It allows you to channel your energy into growth, action, and self-improvement, rather than into defending, explaining, or negotiating your vulnerabilities. Some women may worry that keeping struggles private will make them appear distant or untrustworthy. But consider this carefully. Trust is built not by sharing everything, but by choosing what to share wisely. A woman who understands her own boundaries, who knows what to reveal and what to preserve, demonstrates maturity and self-awareness. She communicates her strength silently through her composure, integrity, and confidence. True respect is earned when others honor these boundaries, not when they are ignored or violated. Your personal battles are also an opportunity for self-reflection and empowerment. Each struggle carries a lesson, a moment of awakening, or a chance to build resilience. By maintaining privacy, you ensure that these lessons are fully absorbed and integrated into your being. You allow yourself the space to heal, grow, and transform without interference or judgment. Your challenges are sacred. They are your teachers, not public records. Furthermore, privacy about your struggles encourages discernment in relationships. A man who truly respects you will honor your boundaries. He will not demand access to every challenge you face, nor will he try to dictate your choices or decisions based on your vulnerabilities. He will support you where appropriate, and he will understand that some things are too sacred to be shared lightly. The right people will respect what you hold private and celebrate your strength without needing every detail. This principle applies not only to health, but also to emotional and spiritual struggles. Moments of doubt, fear, or internal conflict are part of being human. Yet, revealing them indiscriminately can weaken your presence, make you susceptible to manipulation, and disrupt your inner balance. By keeping these struggles private, you cultivate inner harmony, self-trust, and personal authority. You are in control of your narrative, your energy, and your growth. Let this be clear. Privacy is not isolation. It is empowerment. Protecting your personal struggles and health issues is a conscious choice that preserves your dignity, your energy, and your freedom. It allows you to build life on your terms, navigate challenges with resilience, and engage in relationships from a place of strength rather than dependency. Every woman who honors this principle commands respect, preserves peace, and cultivates a life of purpose and integrity. Remember this truth: your struggles and health challenges are sacred. Share them only when it serves your growth, preserves your dignity, and honors your energy. Protect your inner world as fiercely as you protect your outer one. Keep what is sacred private, and you will cultivate a life of strength, balance, and respect. Every woman carries within her a vision for the life she wishes to create. Dreams, ambitions, goals, and future plans form the blueprint of her destiny. Yet, not every person deserves to be privy to these sacred designs. Sharing your plans too freely, especially with men who may not have earned your trust, can dilute your energy, invite distraction, or even sabotage. There is great power in discretion. Protecting your future is not about secrecy, it is about strategy, wisdom, and preservation of your inner strength. Many women make the mistake of revealing their ambitions early in relationships, believing that transparency will create support, admiration, or alignment. They think, if he knows my goals, he will encourage me, help me, and value my vision. While some men may respond positively, others may feel threatened, jealous, or dismissive. Some may subtly discourage your pursuits, manipulate your energy, or shift your focus for their benefit. Your dreams are sacred, they deserve to be nurtured, not negotiated. Your plans and ambitions are a reflection of your inner power and determination. They are the manifestation of your energy, intelligence, and purpose. By keeping them private, you preserve your autonomy and your ability to act without interference. You allow yourself the space to build, strategize, and evolve at your own pace without external pressure or distraction. A woman who safeguards her vision demonstrates maturity, focus, and self-respect. Sharing your future plans prematurely can also create expectations. A man may begin to assume he has a role in shaping your destiny or may try to influence your choices. This can lead to compromise, frustration, or even manipulation. By keeping your goals private, you retain control over your decisions. You decide your path, the timing of your actions, and the level of involvement others have in your life. Privacy ensures that your ambitions are pursued on your terms, not dictated by someone else's desires or judgments. Think carefully. Your future is an energy field. It is a manifestation of your focus, intention, and belief. When you disclose every detail too early, you may unintentionally disperse that energy. Your vision becomes diluted, and the clarity of your purpose may weaken. By keeping your ambitions private, you concentrate your energy, channel your focus, and protect the manifestation of your dreams. Discretion here is not secrecy, it is mastery. Furthermore, privacy about your ambitions cultivates resilience. You learn to act first, to build quietly, and to let results speak louder than words. When you work in silence, your achievements become undeniable. They carry weight, authority, and credibility. Others cannot manipulate or misinterpret what is unseen. A woman who acts with quiet determination becomes magnetic, respected, and unstoppable because her power is grounded in action, not in disclosure. There is also a spiritual dimension to this practice. Dreams and ambitions carry energy that attracts corresponding forces into your life. When shared recklessly, this energy may be misaligned, weakened, or absorbed by others in ways that do not serve you. By keeping your plans private, you maintain the purity of your intention, focus your will, and create conditions for manifestation that honor your highest purpose. The universe responds to clarity and alignment, not to scattered words and external validation. Many women feel the urge to discuss their ambitions to gain advice, validation, or encouragement. While guidance can be valuable, the timing, source, and context matter profoundly. Share your plans only with those who have demonstrated integrity, wisdom, and unwavering support. The wrong audience may offer opinions that misguide, discourage, or diminish your energy. Protecting your ambitions is a form of self-respect. It ensures that your vision remains yours, uncontaminated by fear, doubt, or external influence. Privacy about your future also protects your relationships. When ambitions are shared too soon, it can create pressure, jealousy, or competition. A man may feel inadequate or threatened, or he may assume a role in directing your path. By keeping your plans private, you avoid these dynamics. You maintain equilibrium, allowing relationships to develop on mutual respect and shared values, rather than on manipulation, expectation, or unspoken tension. Your future belongs to you first. It is your right, your responsibility, and your power. The more you guard your ambitions, the more you ensure that they are pursued authentically, aligned with your values, and resilient against interference. By acting with discretion, you protect the integrity of your dreams and honor the energy required to manifest them. Let this guide you. Your ambitions are sacred. They are your blueprint, your calling, and your energy. Share them selectively, act intentionally, and let your results speak for themselves. A woman who masters this principle commands respect, builds silently, and rises confidently toward her destiny. She does not rely on approval or acknowledgement. She relies on her discipline, focus, and inner strength. Finally, remember that keeping your future plans and ambitions private is not about mistrust. It is about power, clarity, and self-mastery. It is about ensuring that your dreams are realized according to your own terms, without interference, judgment, or sabotage. Your energy, your vision, and your future are sacred. Protect them, nurture them, honor them.